Lil Durk is locked up for allegedly putting a bag on Quando Rondo's head, but the case took a wild turn and rumors are flying that he was sending shooters to slide on O Block too. There's a lot of fake stories getting thrown around, but today we're breaking down what's really going on with the wild case. Lil Durk's trial was pushed back to 2026 because the prosecutors needed more time to prepare, but Lil Durk's lawyer Drew Finling is trying to get the whole thing thrown out. His legal team filed a motion to actually get the lead federal prosecutor, Bill Asaley, fired because of his unlawful designation as the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California. And it's not just Durk's team who has beef with Asaley. Other lawyers have filed motions against Asaley and said he's not even qualified to have his job. Getting Asaley fired is going to be tough. And even if Asaley gets fired, then the state will just bring in another prosecutor to try the case against Durk. But that wasn't the only thing Drew Finling was working on for Durk. He also filed a motion to get the whole case thrown out. According to the motion from Durk's team, the Fed's charges against Durk are too vague for them to even defend. The Fed said that Durk used coded language to let the shooters know that if they killed Quando Rondo, then they'd be rewarded with money or lucrative music opportunities with OTF. Durk's team said that the feds weren't giving any details in the case and that it leaves the defense to guess as to the government's theory of guilt, and it leaves the government free to change that theory as its cooperators' stories morph over time to meet the demands of a conviction. Basically, Durk's team said the feds just want to throw everything at Durk and see what sticks. The feds said that Durk offered money to the shooters, but Durk's team said they should know exactly how much money Durk allegedly offered and how exactly that offer was communicated. But then some new specifics from the feds came out, and according to the new paperwork, Durk was pressured by fans to slide for Von and talked about it on tracks like Who Wants Smoke when he rapped, "They be on my page like slide for Von, I know they trolling me." The feds are even using Durk's interview with DJ Academics against him. Durk talked to DJ Academics after Quando's cousin Lil Pop got killed, and Durk told DJ Academics that he wasn't seeing people say slide for Von anymore. And according to the new alleged paperwork, witnesses are trying to connect Durk to a failed hit on Quando Rondo that went down in 2021. Quando was out in Georgia and had a show in Savannah. After he left the show with his homies, somebody pulled up and tried to take Quando out, but they just shot one of Quando's homies in the hand. Durk sending shooters to slide on Quando to get back for Von made sense. But then the case took a crazy turn when the news broke that Durk was allegedly putting hits on O Block too. According to some alleged new paperwork, the feds have texts from Lil Durk and his homie Booney Mo about sliding on O Block in 2023 because O Block wasn't getting back for Von. In one text, Durk told Booney Mo, "I'm finna pipe it up," and Booney replied with, "Blood is green, getting shit together now, no phones." There's a witness who's allegedly gonna testify that Durk wanted Booney Mo and the witness to slide on O Block and that they used money from Durk to buy a whip for the hit. Booney Mo and the witness didn't actually slide on O Block because there were too many cops around, but Durk's main beef was allegedly with a dude from the O named Munna Duke. Munna Duke is an OG from O Block who was tight with Von before he died, and on the track Demon, Von shouted him out and rapped, "Talking about bodies, I got a few. 4 plus 3, 3 plus 2. I'm King Von, nigga. Who is you? We gon' buy them all when they free Duke." Lil Durk allegedly wanted Munna Duke killed in 2023, but then Booney Mo and the witness bailed on the hit and nothing happened. Munna Duke spent some more time in jail after he got booked on a gun charge in 2024, but then in 2025, Munna Duke and his homie Youngin were both shot and killed on the north side of Chicago. Nobody was booked for the hit, but rumors say that Durk has ties to the dudes who pulled the trigger on Munna Duke and Youngin. According to some sources, it was someone from Ghoulie Gang who killed Munna Duke and Youngin. Ghoulie Gang and O Block used to be cool, but then a dude from Ghoulie Gang named Savage allegedly tried to rob Boss Top when he was in O Block. Both sides started shooting, and they've been going back and forth ever since then. What makes the situation look sketchy is that Durk signed a dude from Ghoulie Gang named Chucky to his OTF crew, even though Ghoulie Gang was dissing Munna Duke and Youngin after they got killed. Durk allegedly wanted to kill Munna Duke because he didn't slide for Von. But rumors say that wasn't the only reason Durk had beef with Munna Duke. Durk was allegedly pressed because Munna Duke didn't slide for D-Thang either. And on the track Moment of Truth, Durk raps, "You ain't helped the day my brothers died. You niggas ain't ride with me. I ain't gonna speak on the past. When I took it serious, I had dime bitches. 26 years, talked to my uncle. I did time with him. I ain't have shit. Still sent money off. I'm that nigga." And some people think Durk was self-snitching about sending hits on O Block when he dropped the track Threats to Everybody and raps, "Think about what you saying with me. Look what is going on with the other side. Better think about playing with me. Got paperwork? Don't shake no hands with me. Make example for the niggas I knew long, cause they keep playing with me. There's no proof that Lil Durk had anything to do with Money Duke and Youngin getting killed though. But that's not the only new drama that's going on in Durk's case. Another part of the paperwork claims that Durk texted a dude from Lamron named Richo and told him, "I got them hunting you up and better have 3 ski masks on." Richo and Durk had some beef back in the day. Durk dissed Richo on the track Survivor and raps, "Richo, please, I'm the one who sent money, nigga. Go check receipts. Me and Boone to death. Ain't trying to talk. They trying to get to Steve. Must don't know what happened. You run your mouth too much, you FED." According to Trench's News, Richo and some other Lamron dudes tried to extort Lil Durk for some money, and that's where the drama started. The feds were trying to claim that Durk put a bag on Richo's head too, but then Richo hopped on IG and showed love to Durk. Trench's News also posted some other paperwork that says OTF was involved with hired hits on FBG Duck, FBG Cash, and a dude named Stephon Mack. FBG Duck wasn't even killed by OTF though, and his murder was just a crash out that wasn't planned at all. FBG Cash was beefing with Lil Durk before he got killed. He was shot to death and his body was laying next to a tree. And some people think Durk self-snitched about it on the track Threats to Everybody when he raps, "Think I'm playing? Then come and see. You gonna end up by that tree." There's no proof that OTF had anything to do with Cash getting killed though, and Durk hasn't been charged for the Stephon Mack hit either. Stephon Mack was allegedly involved with killing Durk's brother D-Thing, and that's why people were connecting Durk to the hit. But there's no evidence he had anything to do with that either. The alleged paperwork doesn't even look real because it only uses people's rap names and not their government names, and that's why most people think it's fake. Nobody knows all the evidence the feds have on Durk, but there's a reason why they haven't let him out on bond yet. Durk's team started trying to get him out on bond as soon as he got booked, but the judge kept denying it. In June 2025, Durk offered to put up $4.5 million in bail and be locked down for 24 hours a day on house arrest, but the judge shot the idea down because Durk was trying to do the race when the feds picked him up. The feds have been accusing Durk of witness tampering, and he got caught in jail having 3-way calls. Then in August 2025, they found Durk with an Apple Watch in jail, and he tried to destroy it before they could take it away from him. The feds think Durk is trying to stop people from taking the stand against him, and that's why they're trying to make it an anonymous jury during the trial. The feds filed a motion to keep everything about the jurors secret because they said OTF has extensive reach and a violent nature. According to Lil Boosie, the feds want to make the jurors anonymous so they can taint the jury and make them want to convict Durk just so they can go home. But even if Durk and his people aren't threatening witnesses, Durk's own fans are making the case harder for him. According to the FBI, Durk's fans have been threatening prosecutors in the case. One of them called a judge and said, "If they get life, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. Burn it to the ground. It's not a game, bitch." And somebody else called and said, "Free Durk, or we gonna shoot that motherfucker up." Durk's fans threatening judges isn't a good look, but what's even worse for him is a rumor that OTF Diddy is snitching on him. Durk and the rest of the OTF crew were all supposed to be facing the same trial, but then OTF Diddy's lawyer tried to get his case separated from everyone else. And in the motion that Diddy's team filed, they referenced Durk allegedly sending hits on Money Duke and Richo. The motion also talked about a voice note where Durk gave instructions about money and getaway cars. And it talked about Durk's lyrics like, "Smirk, slide, slide, slide. Don't respond to shit with Vaughn. They're dropping locations, I'm getting it done." And "I don't want no niggas who you catch. I want the one I paid for." When the paperwork came out, a lot of people thought it meant that OTF Diddy was giving the feds info, but there's no proof that's actually happening. Diddy's lawyers are just talking about evidence the feds already had against Durk, and they were trying to say that Diddy didn't have anything to do with it. But even if Diddy isn't working with the feds, they still have other witnesses to bring in against Durk. The feds don't want the witnesses' names leaking though, because they're worried the witnesses might get killed before the trial starts. Durk is locked up and might get sent away for life, but the beef is still having effects on NBA YoungBoy too. Everything started with King Von and YoungBoy's beef, and after Von died, Durk allegedly started dropping bags for the get back. YoungBoy was locked down on house arrest while he was beefing with Durk, but now he's free and still dealing with the drama. YoungBoy went on tour as soon as he came home from jail, and he was supposed to perform at the United Center in Chicago. Everyone knew there might be some drama if YoungBoy had a show there though. And a few days before YoungBoy showed up, United Center decided to cancel the show. YoungBoy fans in Chicago were pressed over it, but YoungBoy's homies allegedly already put hands on a Durk fan at a different show. Outside of the YoungBoy show in Newark, New Jersey, a dude was walking outside and said, "Free Durk." Then he got snuck from behind.
Yeah, word. Free Durk. Word. Free Durk. Free. Heard what I said? Free Durk.
Then another dude jumped in to put hands on a dude who said free Durk, and rumors say they're homies with YoungBoy's brother OG3. YoungBoy's fans also went viral a couple of weeks before that when one of them beat up a 66-year-old dude who worked at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. YoungBoy has been performing his Durk diss tracks like I Hate YoungBoy at his shows too. And rumors say that's why United Center didn't want him to perform in Chicago. Some sources claim they asked YoungBoy not to play the song, but he wouldn't listen, so they shut the whole show down. Durk has way bigger problems to worry about right now though, and it's looking like he's gonna be locked up until the trial finally starts in 2026.